Sunrise over the hills. Well, you guessed it. I'm in Lerderderg again. I just happened to be on Nolan track again. I was planning on doing a walk down a couple of spurs over the top of that old flume foundation that I had a look at in the last video. But it rained so heavy overnight, oh actually yesterday morning here and during the day, that the two spurs and the ridge is pretty steep. So I decided not to do that. Wasn't too keen on sliding down the side of a mountain yesterday. Today it's not a bad start. It's about 5 degrees I think up here, a little bit of wind. But I'm going to head down the same track as a couple of weeks ago, where I searched through those mine ruins and down along the river and stood on the cliff. And rather than go that way, I'm going to turn to the left because there's another spur that heads down towards the river, heading in I guess a northeast direction. Here's that open area again. The trees are fallen in a certain radius, and yeah. Here's something pretty cool. Tree's fallen. I reckon its roots are still in. And all the way along it, it's growing a line of trees every foot or so. There'll be a wall of gum trees soon. Amazing what you see out here. I'm at my turn point. Which means I go left from here. Looks pretty steep, but anyway. The gorge down in there. Standing on the spur now, I can hear the river from here, and it's a little bit steeper than what I thought it was going to be, but it's still not as steep as what the other two spurs would be. I've just come from up there, pretty rocky, which isn't too bad actually, because I can get a little bit of a grip in some spots, but they're a bit slippery. You've got to be careful of the leaves covering stuff. Yep. Beautiful little spur. there is a saddle down here. I think it's a saddle. It's not a gully, I think it's a saddle. So you go down to the middle here and then up again and then over the top. Absolutely beautiful. I've just come down in a little saddle and absolutely beautiful down here. Light breeze, it's cold, maybe, I don't know, 7 or 8. You can hear the river down the bottom there flowing. Not sure if you can see it in the video. And just chilling. It's kind of a track here. I don't know if it's pretty well worn. I dare say it'll be animal, but it's very well worn along here. So who knows? I reckon this is what it's about. Gully down there. It might even be the river actually. Bloody beautiful. Heard some cookers earlier, but of course they stop as soon as you get the camera out. They drive me nuts, them things. And realistically, there never really is a lot of noise through here. Most of it are the cockatoos screeching, but they seem to get really worked up as it's warming up a bit, not when it's freezing cold. At the moment, all I can hear is the river, no animal sounds or anything. It's making me way down the spur. Geez, it's rocky. This walk's only about 2.5 k's each way, but I think it'll be a decent workout coming back up here. So it's not a long day at all. Even still, I'm raising a bit of a sweat going on. There's two little, like a mini finger off the spur, going in each direction. I'll go to the right first, see what I can find. Really seen no evidence of any workings yet. Maybe a couple of little prospect holes up further, but Cocky over in the tree over there saying hello. Yeah, in the tree up there. There's an old adit down the bottom here. Had a bit of a walk. It's like it was fairly deep at one stage. I haven't got a torch on me. Well, I have. I got my head lamp that I could shine in there. Yes, that's filled in quite a lot. I reckon it's could be a little wombat hidey hole now. There's a bit of wombat droppings around. And I also been walking along this flat area. They definitely had something coming through here. There's some old rock piles there, probably from this little mine here. Almost tempted to have a little, take me pack off and get the headlamp out and see if I can shine some light in there. I'll just walk along a little bit further. Yeah, nothing here. The river's flowing really well. Yeah, you can see it looks like a road that's come through. Jeez, it's slippery. Bloody hell. And every now and then, geez, that was prickly. You had a little gap in the rock where they've, well, I reckon they've run the water through it. And then it turns flat again. There's the river. Let's see if I can get down to it. Flowing really well. Just up from the bank, there's a couple of holes that they've dug in. Probably a couple of shafts to see how deep the riverbed was before it hit some bedrock. There's quite a few up in that little area. But definitely down here, I'm pretty happy with thinking that this is where the flume went through. You can see the bank, how it's been cut out. It's obviously been eroded by floods and what have you. Oh, for hundreds of years now, but definitely evidence of it being here. Well, of something being here. Right. As far as I'm concerned, that's a piece of a rock wall there. another little hole there. There's nothing in there. It just goes back about 2.5 meters, and that's the end of it. I got a decent photo on my camera. I'll just put my gear back in, and there's a wrong way, knucklehead. There's another, possibly a little shaft, and that's either the waste rock. No, I reckon this wombat hole here might have been an adit, because there's so much waste rock out in front of it, just here. What have we got here? Almost a perfectly flat face. Must have been an adit in here somewhere. Or it's just the wall for the flume. I reckon that's here though. Geez, carnage here. All the trees that have fallen down. Pick your way through. Oh, no big drama. Just go around it. The east walk's just over there. There's the remnants of a wall right there. Makes it a bit hard when the, geez, that's prickly. Makes it a bit hard when you, the trees have all dropped over what you're trying to find. Yeah, definitely mine workings here, and I'm probably 80% certain that the flume came through as well. By the way, it's terraced. If there were no trees in the way, you could just walk straight along here all the way around. Tree down there that's been sawn through. There's no track here, so Parks wouldn't have probably done it. Been down for a lot of years though. You never know. Yep, look at that. There it is. They either turned it into a water race here because they could, or the flume went through there. The way that one's made is definitely a water race, but it could have had the flume in it. So I'm walking along it now. This is cool. I'm extremely happy. Near excited, to say the least.
I'm excited!
There it is. That's the foundation of the flume or the water race, which here it looks like they use the water race to do it because it's slightly dug in. And then it turns flat again and heads back that way, which I'm going to try to get through over via here. This is such a beautiful area. Imagine how gorgeous it would be without that rubbish sitting in the middle of the river there, clogging it up. There's the wall there. Swap up my camera. A bit slippery. A bit of bedrock. Wall is up there. Oh, this is going to be fun. Yep, there it is. Still going. Keep on walking along here. So obviously that tree there has grown out of it, I don't know, started growing over 100 years ago. Oh, I got my way around the crap. There's a nice wall for you. Amazing. I love it. Oh, up we go. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to walk along it too much further. You can see it goes all the way along. Oh, get up, and I might just keep walking down the bottom and just hop up where I can. Still bashing my way along it. We're at the last of the flat bits pretty much now. Most of it's gone. I'd say we're on a part of the river that the flood hits pretty good. It's just washed everything away. So could be down along the side of the riverbed though. I doubt it. So I'm just going to go up that animal track, up through there. Go find a place and have something to eat, have a little relax, and then walk my way out. Well, if I was to rate it being a failure or a success, I'm going for success. I'm going for a 10 out of 10. And I could walk further down and see if I can keep seeing it, but no point. If you're on the East Walk, right up at the start of the East Walk, you can see what looks like a cutout all the way along the opposite bank. That'd be the start of it from O'Brien's Road. So yeah, you can see it, and probably up there you could walk to it easy enough if you really wanted to, but it just depends on how much experience you've got and how, I don't know, silly you are to want to do what I'm doing. But may as well while I can. You never know when you might not be able to. Oh dear me. Oh goodness. On my knees getting up there. Is it slippery? Oh, up we go. There's so much water. Have a look how dry it is just underneath it. Would have had an inch of rain here yesterday morning. It's crazy. Anyway, up we go. Starting to walk back up this spur. It's funny, it's never fair enough. It's a hill, you got to go up it. It takes a bit of effort, but it's always easier going up than it is going down. So that's where we were down there, down next to the river. I call that a success. I don't think I've really got any need to go down those other two spurs now. They're only going to show me what I already knew was down that end anyway. I might do a little bit more research on how to get further towards O'Brien's crossing on this side, but if I don't, it won't bother me because I pretty much proved to myself that the flume went all the way along, and then it quite possibly went from a water race to a flume, back to a water race, back to a flume whenever it needed to. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. One last look at our beautiful Lerderderg Park. Just sensational. Anyway, hopefully I'll catch you on the next one.